yogis. Welcome to day 9. Let's get the mat. Alright, so today we are going to work through all the poses in Sun Salutation A. You may have heard of Sun Salutations before. There's A, B, and there's Moon Salutation C, which is actually pretty cool. I might try to incorporate that one later. But Sun Salutation A is where we're going to get started today. So I have been to yoga studios before where they do 108 sun salutations because there are 108 beads on malas. So it's just kind of a really nice invigorating flow. This is one of the most traditional flows, and so we're going to go ahead and get started at the top of our mat. So we start out in mountain pose, okay? And remember, mountain pose, all four corners of the feet grounded. We're not going to lock our knees, hands facing forward, shoulders roll down and back, and then our chin lifted and slightly pulled back. So let me just adjust my mat because I don't want to hit my ceiling fan. So I'm going to pull back just a little bit more, okay? So from mountain pose, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift our arms above our heads, come to a nice prayer pose right in the center of our chest, and we're going to get started. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, a nice deep inhale in through our nose, out through our mouths, and let's begin. So we're going to lift our hands up, swan dive down to the mat, halfway lift, lower, plant our hands, step back, and we're going to come down slowly. Lift up into a baby cobra, down, lift up, downward facing dog. And then you can either walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. We're going to lift halfway up again, down, and bring our hands up, center. Okay? So, I got to pull out a little bit this way. I'm not going to be able to do my chaturanga. So, I have refrained from using the Sanskrit names of our poses in this practice, only because I don't want to confuse people. So I'll probably do a training later about the Sanskrit names of the yoga poses. So that is Sun Salutation A. Now, we're going to run through it again together, okay? So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, hands above our heads. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And let's begin. So hands above our heads. Swan dive down. Halfway lift. Plant our hands. Step our legs back. Shift forward. Lower down. Upward facing dog this time. Downward facing dog. And then we're going to hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Lower. And come back up. Hands to heart center. Okay? One more time. Let's see if we can do it with breath. So, it's going to be challenging, but I'm going to talk through it. So we're going to take a nice inhale, exhale, lower, inhale halfway up. I'm talking you through it. Exhale, step back, shift forward, Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. So now step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, inhale, up. Now, all of that is going through your mind while you're doing it. So we're going to go through 2 rounds of that on our own. And while you're doing it, just be cognizant of your breath. So I'll talk you through it again this first round. And then we'll do it alone. How about that? Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Let's try that. Okay? So, all right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? Now, I'm going to add a little bit to this. We're going to add Warrior 2, okay? Just to work with it a little bit to make it a little more interesting. So we're going to still do Sun Salutation A, and then when we get to Downward Facing Dog, I'm going to walk you through, we'll just do it one time so nobody's too fatigued. We're going to add in Warrior 2, which is another really powerful pose. So we're going to get centered. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, I want you to step your right hand to the top of the mat between your hands. Actually, we're going to do Warrior 1. We'll start with Warrior 1. Your back foot is going to come to about a 45-degree angle, and you're going to just raise your arms up. Okay? And you want to try to bend into that front knee. Bend into that front knee. Bring our hands down to the ground. We're just going to step back to Downward Facing Dog. Step our left foot forward. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring our hands up. Place them down. Step back into Downward Facing Dog. And then we're going to step or hop to the front of the mat. Lift. Lower. Inhale. Hands heart center. Okay? So that is Sun Salutation A. Now, there's also a Sun Salutation B, which I'm going to do in the next little video. So these videos kind of go together, so they're going to be a little bit shorter. But from here, we're going to just come on down into a nice yogi squat. Okay. Take a couple of deep breaths. Come on down to our backs for a quick little Shavasana. So roll on down. Just take a few minutes. Well, about a minute. Should get your heart rate up a little bit. Just a brief introduction to an actual flow. And take a minute and roll to one side. Go ahead and push yourself up. Come to a nice seated position. Hands at heart center. Namaste. Great work, yogis.